Hello there, and welcome back to Gaulia. Today, we're going to do a little bit of exploring. We want to get off of our island so we can start gathering materials that we're going to eventually need to work on all the different builds that we have planned for this world. And one of the things that I immediately want to do is go out and find some things like sugarcane, maybe a couple of cows, a good source of leather, just so we can start enchanting. I have a lot of terraforming that I'm going to need to do, and having an efficiency shovel even is going to be nice. So, a village, all types of things that we're going to need to be successful in this world. So, I'm going to cut right into the lore video, which I actually haven't filmed yet, and probably I'm not going to film till the end of this series, but I think essentially what I'm going to do is each episode is going to have a lore video, but then the following episode will probably be the things that lead up to whatever build or things that, might appear in that video. So, for example, today we're going to build a lighthouse, which will be featured on our video, but, I haven't left the island yet and we haven't built it yet. But I like putting the lore videos in the beginning, so I think that's kind of going to be the format that I'm going to work with. Lore video followed by whatever let's play kind of stuff is coming after that, whether it be a build or exploring, that type of thing. All right, I'm excited to launch right into it, so hope you guys enjoy. And if you do, like and subscribe definitely helps, and feel free to leave me some comments for any things that you think I should build or add to this world. Maravik, becoming more anxious by the day, decided to check out the sunken ship off the stony shores of his island. He swam down to the hold and discovered a chest with a watertight pouch inside. Everything else was decayed and spoiled by years of being underwater, but the pouch seemed worth taking. Maravik returned to the surface, his newfound parcel in tow. This book appears to be a journal. I guess I could use a good read. Only so much fishing I can do here. 403 days have passed since the world stopped. We are nearing the end of our supplies, and the generator runs low on fuel. I have kept this lighthouse on, hoping somebody is out there, that somebody would find us. But I cannot keep it going much longer. Tomorrow we set sail. One of the others has a fishing ship. It's an antique, sail-powered type of boat. But in this new life, it seems that the technology of old is all that remains. We hope we can find others who have survived, and maybe a place not plagued by the undead. I know not what comes, but for better or for worse, tomorrow will be our last day here. I will power down the generator. There should be enough power remaining should somebody else find this place and need shelter for a short time. Well, this appears to be the journal of somebody. I'm guessing they may have died on that ship. The rest of the pages seem to have been damaged. Only this last page remains legible. I wonder what became of this lighthouse. Maybe I will find some answers there. There appears to be a map of sorts drawn on the back of this page. Perhaps it will lead me there. Maravik took to the ocean the following day in search of this lighthouse. Wow, this place looks very old. That book must have been over 100 years old based on the overgrowth and decay. This must be the generator he spoke of. Seems it once powered this lighthouse. There's a lever here. Amazing. After all these years, it still works. Let me check out the inside. I can't believe this works after all these years. I don't know what happened in this world, but it seems something terrible occurred. I might spend some time at this lighthouse. There were some books downstairs. Maybe they'll shed some light on what occurred here.
MC
Oh my god, the
Emerald,
trader.
the Dirty Duo Llama crew.
I don't know if that's the same one.
Showing up in your world, with stuff to trade. Show me those emeralds from the
I don't know if they're
pillager raid.
persistent.
Better
I
buy
really
something,
don't know
I
how the
need to
wandering
get
trader
paid.
works.
Can't stop my hustle,
Given that I'm
I
so
ain't
obsessed
afraid.
with him, you'd think I'd know a little bit more about him.
Colors, I'm ready to go. 2 llamas on lead, you already
Where
know.
are
Need
you?
something from me,
What do
you
you
best
have
not
for
be
me?
slow. Break out those emeralds, this shop ain't for show. Darkness is coming, potion of invisibility. No zombie gonna
Oh,
find me, so don't be silly.
doing a little
Those
climbing?
villagers be scared, little hillbillies. They'll never have my level of agility. Creative, survival, super flex,
Oh, it's the same
hardcore.
guy.
Empires, life series, hermitcraft, and more. You'll find me in every world you play. Need my trades or not, you can't get away. I'm the trader, I'm the trader. MC Emerald, they call me, those villagers be haters. 30 duo, Llama crew, don't step to us or they be spitting on you. I'm the trader, I'm the trader. MC Emerald, they call me, those villagers be haters. 30 duo.
Next time it won't be the same guy. If I was doing a survival island, that would literally be my only source of leather. To the boats. Alright, so first order of business. I know there was some sugar cane out over here. We're going to get that, bring it back to our base, and plant it. There you are, you sweet, beautiful thing. Oh. Do actually need to shoot a little scene for the lore segment with the flashback mod here. You'll have seen it by now, but the story's kind of going to start with Maravik finding a treasure map in his boat, or in the shipwreck. I don't actually know how these things work very well, but we're gonna follow them. You can't look at these while you row, huh? I feel like in Bedrock you can. Untouched shores. Ooh, bee. If I had Silk Touch, I would come back and get that. Alright, I have no idea where I'm going. Oh. Well, hello there. Well, this works out perfectly. It's not the treasure I was looking for, but we did need to find a village. I checked out the village for a little bit, but I didn't find much useful. I decided we'll come back here later, after our treasure hunt. Alright, so if that's west, that means that's north. So it looks like I have to go south and east? Do these maps even point north-south? I really don't know. Oh, this is north. Yeah, because that's east. So that's... No, this is south. I'm very confused. Fries is in the east, that's in the west, right? Is that a thing in Minecraft? Ooh, dark oak. Well, let's go check that out. Dark oak being one of my favorite wood types left me cutting down this forest like a lumberjack on 4 Bang energy drinks. After I left the place in ecological ruin, I continued on my treasure hunt. Is this a shipwreck? That's kind of crazy. This is a shipwreck. This is crazy. Another random treasure map. Yeah. Now we can get a moss farm going. Oh, and acacia trees? Man, we're just in a good way. Alright, so it's usually 8-8, right? Oh, it's 9-9. Okay. Wow. Bunch of stuff in there. Just gathering up my treasure and grabbed some acacia wood while I was here. After that, I resumed my hunt for the next treasure. There she is. At this point I had filled up on treasure and decided to return home. I had a lot of loot to look through and sort to figure out what I wanted to do with it all. Luckily I made this nice chest boat, which greatly expanded my inventory space. A leather tunic with mending. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. After sorting my inventory, it was time to plant some of the spoils. Sugarcane, dark oak, all those had to get planted. Then I spent a little bit of time chopping trees. Finally, I took a little bit of the leather I found and made 2 more bookshelves, bringing us up to 5. I headed back out on the open seas, and I spotted spruce wood, something we've been missing for a little while. As I started cutting down the lumber around here, I quickly realized that this was going to be a great spot to build our lighthouse. I had a plan in mind for the lighthouse, so at this point it was just a matter of terraforming up what we found and bringing the supplies over to start a base of operations for construction. Enjoy the terraforming and build time lapse. So here it is, the finished lighthouse. This is something that I basically only built for the lore section of the video. It doesn't really have any functional purpose, at least not as of now. But let's take a little tour. So this is a pretty much fully terraformed area, at least in the immediate vicinity. I also made this little road that kind of leads up to it. Throughout the series, we're going to be moving into this more, abandoned but modern section. And this will be like a back road with, I have 3 block wide cars planned, so any road has to be a minimum 3 blocks. So for this, like, little driveway leading up, but kind of, falling into disrepair, overgrown once it gets here. Maybe this would have been the little parking area. And then you come around here before we go inside, and you have your generator. I am not a redstone smart person, so I would love to have made these pistons like go up and down, and when I turn the switch on, I'm just not smart enough for that. So maybe if somebody knows what they're doing with redstone and thinks of a way to make that work, I would love to hear about it. These are like, I picture like little transformers, power line, and it's powering the lighthouse there. Down here, this is where we kind of first rode up. Kind of terraformed everything along the facing here as well, to just give this lighthouse kind of like, it's like the center of the attention in this area. And we also have, I don't know if I'll use this for anything, but like a little outlet to where, who knows. I don't really have a plan for it yet, but I thought it was cool. A lot of overgrowth, a lot of foliage in here. Really give it that like aged kind of look, cracked pavement, that type of thing. So coming on along inside, we have a weathered floor, cracks in it, maybe a piece that's fallen off from the structure. There's a couple missing blocks here and there. That's actually, usually I forget blocks. This is actually intentional in this case. This was the desk that we used. I had a lectern in the lore video, but I haven't found enough books to make a lectern here yet. But this was, where our little guy was writing his journal. And a little bed area. Nice and dark in here, but light enough where nothing's going to spawn. And I did use kind of the generator gimmick as a as a way to put lights in here and make the lighthouse functioning in this forgotten kind of abandoned world. Just because I think it's more interesting that way. Up here we have lanterns. If we get a frog light farm at some point, I'll probably swap these out with the yellow frog lights, as I think that will look, far superior to the lantern look. But for the meantime, the lanterns do the trick, especially with the shaders at nighttime. From far away, you don't really, you can't really see too crazy clear, and it just gives it that nice look. I mean, shaders obviously help any build out. And then, we added a bunch of overgrowth, around the outsides of it. So yeah, that's kind of the lighthouse. Hope you guys enjoy the lighthouse. So over that way is actually the spawn, and I kind of picked this location for the lighthouse because I'm going to have this little back road that's going to connect to a more main road, and then our city will eventually be somewhere in that direction. And I have an iron farm planned for over there. I mean, we're still probably many episodes out from having the capability of doing an iron farm, although we did find a little village that will help. In the meantime, I'm going to chop some trees. The nice thing is the trip from the lighthouse really isn't that far. It's you're almost immediately within visual range of our starter base as soon as you leave. Not having shulkers is a little bit of a pain, but we were able to get it built pretty efficiently with a chest boat. Back to the base, and at that point I just kind of started doing a little bit of maintenance, cleaning up some of the crops and sugarcane, gathering some lumber. But I soon decided to go back to the area where we found the lighthouse and see if I couldn't find some cows. Something that I'm sorely missing at this point is leather. Eventually, I want an enchanting table. Fox just staring at me from the dark. Hey, pal. What are you doing? It's an abandoned porthole. I don't know if I care, but definitely don't care. I have not seen one stinking cow. A whole bunch of sheep. No cows. No, don't need you. Man, this is getting ridiculous. So I had been looking for cows for a good while, and I finally just said, you know what? I know where a village is. There's usually cows in village. Villages? Yeah, there's usually cows in villages. Let's go over there, see what we can find. Okay, tell me there's no cows in the village. Oh, here's one. Please be another. Oh, there's another. Okay, you guys don't move. Go away. Oh, he listened. And you get a prize for not playing along. Alright, I'm gonna breed up some cows. Be back after that. We're getting our full enchanting table today. Welcome to another beautiful morning in Gaulia. So we've done a bit of work to build up our cow supply here, and now we're going to kill them all. Industrial cattle farming. Not pretty, but somebody's got to do it. So we also built up a decent little wheat field, which we've been using to, grow our cows. And in the process, planted some beetroot just because there's a villager with a beetroot trade. So been getting some emeralds through that. Planting trees to get sticks. Just kind of making use of the time while we wait for the cows to grow up. The only thing I realized I didn't think of was I didn't have sugarcane growing. So hopefully I have enough back at the base to make the books that we need to get this enchanting table going. Get this kind of going so that way if you have to come back and do some more stuff here, we'll have sugarcane going too at the same time. Eventually we'll have automated farms set up for all this. We do a final round of trading, and head back to our village. Alright, I hope we have enough sugarcane. Definitely something that I could have been doing the entire time I've been growing cows. But you guys probably know me by now. Not a good Minecraft player. Oh, she's a beauty. I could probably put my render distance up to the point where those two are within visual sight of each other. I mean, I'm pulling 60 FPS at this render distance, so that's probably where I want to keep it. But for, you know, cinematic purposes, I bet I can get it up there. Well, looks like I recently culled my sugarcane. This is possibly going to be frustrating. Oh, no, we're good. Of course it starts raining. Let's do this. Let's go find a pickaxe. I would really like a fortune diamond pickaxe. If we can't get a fortune, we'll see what we get. Alright, so we have 5, we have 10 more, that'll give us 15. We are in a very good way. I like that, kind of like a little nook. Probably add a couple of aesthetic bookshelves or maybe some, we'll do some chiseled bookshelves probably up here. Store some books if we get them. Okay, have something nice. Unbreaking 3. Let's do it. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. That is... I couldn't have asked for better than that, right? Amazing. We are well on our way. Oh, I'm pumped. Getting that first fortune pickaxe is just huge, right? Because then just you're exponentially increasing the amount of resources you can gather. Maybe not exponentially, but you know what I'm saying. You're increasing the amount of resources you can gather. Yeah, this is nice. We'll let this farm field grow up fully and just be a decorative field now that we have the other one set up over by the village. Wow. All right. Well, I think that is probably a good place to wrap this episode. You know, we did a lot today. We got the whole lighthouse built up, you know, off camera. That took a ton of resource gathering, a whole bunch more granite that I ever want to see again. I will say the red color palette with like the granite and the brick is something that I think is going to come heavily into use in like an industrial district. So probably should just get used to mining granite. We did a little bit of work over at our village, got an enchanting set up, pretty successful. So we'll cut it here. I did get a new microphone. I think most of this episode is filmed with it. I'm still kind of learning how to use these things and set a lot of this stuff up, but hopefully the audio quality is a little better moving forward. I know some of the feedback I've gotten is the audio quality could be a little bit better. Also, I'm still trying to balance the music volumes and things like that. So any feedback on any of that type of stuff is appreciated. I am not in any way a professional here, so the way I get better is when people let me know. Don't look at it as, you know, criticizing or being mean or anything like that. I really appreciate constructive feedback in either direction. So I appreciate all of you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Have a great day. What?
Are you talking to somebody?
No.
Why are you saying hey, pal? What you doing?
Because there was a fox staring at me.
Oh.
Just talking to myself as usual, Heather.